the metrics that make sense for you are dependent upon what you're trying to use social media for. If you're trying to use social media to drive awareness, right, of your NGB, then that's one set of success metrics. If you're trying to use social media to drive particular action, to drive behavior, that's a different set of metrics. And if you're trying to use social media to create loyalty, right, and retention and advocacy, that's a third set of metrics, right? That's not the same numbers across the board because you're trying to do different things. And the problem in social is not that there aren't enough things to measure. The problem is the opposite, is that there's too many things to measure. What are you going to measure? Number of tweets, a number of page views, a number of clicks, and all this stuff, right? So unfortunately, what we typically go with is the shortcut, right? Because we're not math majors typically, right? We'd want to make this easy. I don't want to do all kinds of crazy calculations. And so we go with the magic number. We go with number of Facebook fans. Look how many Facebook fans we have. And look, it keeps going up month to month. My job here is done. Right? And it is the single most overrated metric in the history of marketing. It has literally no relationship to business success. None. None at all. For a couple of reasons. One, think about physiologically what it takes to become a Facebook fan. One click of one finger, okay? That is not a blood oath. Okay, that is one click. It takes actually a lot more for somebody to sign up for your email newsletter than it does to become a Facebook fan. A lot more, right? And people come and go on the like button all the time. In fact, new study just came out yesterday. I'll have it on my blog, a post about it next week, that shows that half of the people who click the like button do not believe that that gives you permission to market to them. It's not a subscription the way it is in email. It's not like, yes, now please market to me. You know what it is? It's an expression of like. It is what it says. It's digital bumper stickering. One person cannot do all this. You can't. There's no way. You can't be on the lookout for second-by-second opportunities and be doing communication and all that. Because I know a lot of you are doing social media, but that's not your full-time job, right? You're also doing other stuff. Okay? So you got to get more people involved. But here's the thing. I'm not saying hire a bunch of social media people, because I think those days are soon to end. Today, social media is a job. Somebody or somebodies are the social media people in your organization. But soon, social media is going to be a skill. And social media is going to be a part of a lot of people's jobs. Because everything important in business eventually becomes a skill. You know what else started off as a job? Typing. Anybody ever watch Mad Men? They had a room of 30 women who did nothing but type. And that seemed perfectly logical. Then one day we said, you know what, this typing thing's pretty cool. Maybe we should all learn how to do that. And now typing is a skill. When I was a kid, my first job was as an intern at a PR firm in Phoenix. And we had a lady whose job it was to run the copy machine, Margie. She was the copy machine lady. Because the copy machine was, I'm not kidding, half the size of this stage. And you did not make your own copies because you could lose a hand, right? It was a different time. It was like mining equipment, right? You did not mess with the copy machine. And it seemed perfectly reasonable to have a copy machine lady. And now I can make copies from my iPhone, right? I mean, I wouldn't have a copy machine lady. It's crazy, right? Everything important eventually becomes a skill, and social media is headed that direction, right? We're going to take the individual parts of social media and bake them into a lot of people's jobs, and that's great because social media is part of everybody's responsibility.